Hey, what's going on, team? Welcome to today's Daily Walk. Fired up on this topic. Fired up. So, the number one phrase that I've heard since I was in the world of entrepreneurialism when I was 18, I heard this all the way up through yesterday. I hear this every day. And what it is I don't want to sell because I don't want to come off pushy, or I don't want to be pushy. Well, that sounds really noble. That sounds very, very awesome, man. I mean, yeah, who wants to be pushy? But then let's dive into this, okay? Let's go back in time, or even to present, and let's think the best coach you ever had. Go back to t-ball or high school football or today. The best coach that you ever had. Did they push you? Did they push the heck out of you? Drop the name of the coach that pushed you the hardest. Like, man, you had no idea that you can go this far, but man, they pushed the heck out of you, and you're like, holy cow. Did your parents push you? Did they push you to get better grades? Did they push you to level up? Did they push you to make curfew because they knew that it was in your best interest? Do you have business mentors? I have business mentors that push me daily. They don't listen to my junk. They don't listen to my phony baloney. They push me and they say, you know what? These false beliefs got to go. So when we say we don't want to come off pushy, what are we saying? We're saying to our customer, to the person that we're trying to help, we're saying that, you know what? I have a domestication that I don't feel I'm worth what I'm selling you. If I felt like I was worth it, I'd be much more adamant about explaining it to you, about asking the right questions, about pushing it on you, because clearly we're talking because there's interest here, and we know that the number one hardest thing for someone to do is to start. So if you're a nutrition coach, your client's number one thing that you're going to need to push them to do is getting started. If you're a financial advisor, the number one thing that you're going to need to do is help to push someone to get out of debt. You know, if you're trying to level up someone, by definition, you're pushing them. So if you're not, you're saying, I don't believe really in myself. And then on top of that, you're saying, I really don't believe in my product. You know, hey, take it or leave it. You know, if you like what you see, you know, take it. If not, wow, that's like Starbucks. Do you know what I mean? People that give me Starbucks, they have zero belief in that coffee. Do you know what I mean? It's like, here you go. You want cream? They're not there because they love the being a barista, majority of them, or they love or have a huge passion for coffee. And it shows. Because if they did, they'd be like, oh, you're just getting a grande? No, get the venti. You're going to love it. It's 25% more. Get the venti. I'm telling you, you will love it. They would push me to get the venti, and guess what I would do? I'd be like, dude, I'm in. I'll get the venti every single time. But they don't do that because they can care less about their product whatsoever. So here's the other thing that I hear a lot is from coaches, trainers. Ask any coach, any trainer, hey, why did your clients hire you? The number one answer, or at least the top three answers, is going to be like, well, they need someone to push them. I had a guy who had a PhD in exercise science back in the day to hire me, and he's like, look, and he was pretty cool, but very real. He goes, look, I've forgotten more than you know as far as exercise. Here's the key. I just need someone to push me. I just need someone to push me, were his exact words. If you're a coach or a trainer, drop a one. Do you push your clients? Do you get them to do 12 reps when they want to stop at 10? Do you get them to work at a higher intensity, a higher heart rate when they want to stay in mediocre land? Of course you do. It's a mark of a great coach is you push your clients. So why are you, when it comes to the most important things as far as getting that client into the gym, getting that client into the nutrition program, you're like, oh, I'm not pushy. I'm not pushy. Okay, so basically what you're saying is you're going to become pushy when they give you money. It's exactly verbatim what you're saying. You're saying, I'm not going to push them to get started. But hey, if someone else sells them to be my client, or once they're my client, or once they show up, then I'm going to really push them. Okay, so great. You just basically said to the person that once you give me your money, then I will push you. But until then, think about it. Put it off for another year. You know, it's not that important. You know, leveling up your finances. It's cool. It's cool. Rock on. Leveling up your fitness. When you're ready. You know, I'll be here. Then I'll push you. They're in front of you because they need to be pushed to get started. All right, we have to understand that. The hardest part of our clients, regardless of what we're selling, if we're selling anything with that we have a deep passion and deep personal belief, how hard you push at the beginning is going to reflect how deep your passion is, how deep your enthusiasm is, and how deep your belief and self-worth is in whatever it is that you feel is going to change the world. Okay, for us, it is nutrition. Okay, it is holistic nutrition. We believe that changes, saves lives. So until someone says, I'm not in the market for your product or service, okay, that's a different story. If they say, I'm not in the market for your product or service, okay, then you're going to find someone else to push who might be. But until you hear that answer, I'm not in the market for your product or service, they need you to push the heck out of them. Okay, look how your life would be right now if no one pushed you to get started. If they were just like, hey, I don't want to come off pushy. That's cool you're in debt. That's cool that you're overweight. It's cool your labs are coming back bad. But when you're ready, come and I will help you. When you're ready. No, my best coaches, my brother, he pushed the heck out. He pushed in like physical ways. Like he used to beat me up unless I would go lift weights. Thank God he was so pushy. Thank God he was so pushy. Where would I be today if my brother didn't push me to get down in the gym at 11 years old, 3 times a week, and lift sandbags? Thank God for people with deep beliefs who push us to get started. So don't be that person that's exuding lack of confidence, lack of belief in their product, lack of belief in the service by not pushing people the hardest to get started. That's the hardest thing for them to do. You should be pushing the hardest for them to get started. And then when they're journeying with you, you're going to continue to push them. And what does it mean to push someone? It means you're their positive, uplifting, special helper. How much of a special helper are you being if you don't push them to get started? And you're just like, come see me, That's not a special helper. You're doing them a disservice. If you believe in your product and service. If you believe in your product and service, you're not being a special helper by not pushing people to get started. Positive, uplifting, special helper. Are you being a positive, uplifting, special helper in your business today? Or are you letting people, potential clients, slip through the cracks because you don't want to be pushy? Ask yourself that question. Level up your business. Level up the amount of people that you're able to help and level them up. And see what happens. Start pushing and believing and showing that you believe in yourself, you believe in your product, you believe in your service. Rock on, guys.